Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are all well today on this lovely Monday. I'm hoping that your day was just as great as mine was. I really had a good day. Mondays could be rough, Mondays could be rough, and a lot of us don't care for them too much. But mine was actually pretty good, I have to say. So, without, talking too much, um, I also wanted to say happy belated Mother's Day to the mommies out there who, hopefully had a nice day yesterday celebrating Mother's Day or doing something, or hopefully your family or your kids or whatever did something nice for you, so on and so forth. So, yeah, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of when I go live and when I post. It's a pretty fun space here. Just a lot of healing, but then we try to make a little bit of sense of humor from it too. So you get a nice little mixed bag on this channel. I do love readings. I do more like spiritually based things as well. Look at my girl here. Hey girl, hey. My soully just popped in. Delilah's Den. Um, yeah, check her out on Facebook under Caster River. She's amazing. But yeah, so yeah, for the people who have been vibing with me for a little bit already, welcome back. Like my soully here. um, yeah, so we're gonna just kind of jump right in. Thank you for the continued support, my lovies. All right, so I'm gonna do some shuffling real quick, and we're just gonna see whatever comes out. I figured I'd just keep it really, really general today because I kind of dropped the ball last week. I was too tired to go live or to read at all. I needed some time. So um I haven't read since Monday, I think, of last week. So all right, so we have library. It says, this is on the bottom of the deck. It says knowledge, learning, history, information, research, books, pastime, archives, hidden documents, search, secrets, looking beneath the surface, author, reading, writing. So um perhaps some of you guys have been researching something, um, or writing. I'm getting probably researching something. And ironically enough, that's the first thing I said in my head, librarian tarot. And you're here, you're the only person right now. So your energy's gonna shine really brightly, right? I definitely was thinking about that. Maybe they're saying that this could be a time to, before we even jump into it really, maybe they're saying this is a time to do some research when it comes to your librarian tarot venture. Just saying. Let's see. All right, let me take my Fitbit off. Did I make my steps for today? Oh, I made my steps. I can keep it on. Yeah. So, all right, Spirit. What does the collective? Wow, before I can even ask a question. um, Now you said designing your deck, right, girl? So check this out. Mother load. Prosperity, jackpot, success, good fortune, having plenty of money, money maker, sudden wealth, the real deal, uneasy street accomplishment, advantage, fortune, the prime source. So as I look up, I'm shuffling the cards, getting ready to ask Spirit what do they have to say. They're letting you know that this is gonna be something that could be lucrative. So keep on planning, keep on doing your planning, your research. Look at that. Let's claim that. Hit the mother load. Claim that. What else? Thank you. All right, we have White Rabbit. Spark of curiosity, gnosis, spiritual awakening. It's time, heeding the call, research it. Look at that. You can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. Inner knowing, dark to light, going down the rabbit hole, waking from the dream. Nice. Okay. I like this. So Yeah, it's almost like saying, like, as you're going through this spiritual awakening and, this part of your journey, you're very curious, you're looking into things, you're researching things, finding that greater sense of inner knowing. A lot of things are coming to the light. You might be also having some interesting dreams. Um, what else am I getting from this? Yeah, it's almost like you've been called to do this. Like, you might, like, this might have came in the form of a dream, whatever this is. Like, for my friend, she's working on a deck. Um, for others, it could be something else, but whatever this is something that could possibly be lucrative and very successful. So this is looking kind of like a career and finance reading probably for some. But we'll see what else pops up. Thank you, thank you. We have declaration, defiance, reclaiming, I like it, reclaiming power, sovereignty, contract, resolve, expressing truth, manifesto, self-rule, liberty or death, rules of the game, protesting, challenging the status quo. So I'm getting that, you are free from anything that you might have been bound to. So if there was like any karmic debt that you, ironically enough, I was stuck between, did I want to do a general reading tonight, or did I want to do like a karmic lesson reading? So it looks like they're gonna probably tie in together, possibly. Let's just see. But it's giving me like there's like something that closed out, and now you're reclaiming your power. Like if you've been feeling kind of lost or stagnant in any way, like you have freed yourself, or you're in the process of freeing yourself of things that were keeping you bound. I also just saw two sevens here. So I'm if we get a third seven, I'm getting 777. um, I like it. And I'm also seeing a lot of fire energy too. Um, so far, I only drew 3 cards, but of the cards that are here, all of them are fire signs. So yeah, you might have fire in your chart, or you're just feeling really fired up right now when it comes to feeling inspired and confident, getting confidence boost. All right, so we have 2 cards that came out. So we have handcuffs and fortress. Um, I'm gonna read this intuitively. I feel like at one point you felt like you were, and remember I said there might have been something that was making you feel like you were being kept bound to something that you know wasn't as positive as you would like it to be. Take that as it resonates. But you needed to break free from something, and you ended up finding this sense of willpower within yourself to go and embark on this new part of your journey. I mean, even if you look at that first card that actually came out into the main spread, it's a map, right? And also I'm getting, as I'm looking at this card, this is me reading intuitively now. There's 3 people in here, by the way, as I'm getting ready to say this. So this looks like a 3 to me, the handcuff, and it's broken. So it's giving me like 3 of Wands, this energy of going into a new direction. That's what the 3 of Wands will represent. I know there's not a 3 on here, but I'm just, like I said, I'm reading intuitively now. This energy of knowing that you have to kind of leave things behind, things that no longer serve you, so on and so forth. You start planning, you start looking ahead, you start kind of looking at things from a new perspective and saying, oh, well, this is the direction I think I need to go in my life. It's time to leave everything else behind me. If you look at the 3 of Wands card, it's literally like there's 3 like as you could call them staffs, and the person, their back is facing us, and they're looking over water, and they're holding onto the staff that's basically representing where they're going and what they're leaving behind as they're waiting for their ships to sail in. So this is something that might have been like a long time coming for some of you. A lot of lessons being learned, a lot of disappointments, and just feeling really like tied down and bound to something that was not serving you. But it has enlightened you to the point of sparking curiosity to allow you to move in a new direction in your life. Hopefully this is resonating so far. Tell us more. tell us more. If it's resonating so far, hit the like button or send some reactions or continue to comment in the comment section. Just lets me know I'm connecting with your energy. Okay, so we have checkered flag. Remember, I kept saying there's a lot of fire energy. Some more fire energy here. It's all about endings. I just heard it's the final countdown. It's like, you know, there's these major endings that have had to come through, these conclusions, you know, to complete these, you know, cycles that have been closed out or are in the process of being closed out. I like it. Out with the old, in with the new. That's what I'm getting. Tell us more. For some, because of how this card fell out, it did come out in a challenging position. It could have had to do, we have the card that says roses. This, for some, take it as it resonates, this could have been a romantic connection that has ended or is in the process of ending. Take it as it resonates. It's going to be different for everybody. But the fact that it came out challenging and fell literally on top of that checkered flag card, which was without conclusions, I'm getting that for some of you who this is resonating with, you know, a lot of this might have had to do with an ending of a romantic partnership. And this is something that might have caused a lot of fear and anxieties. We have worry beads here on the bottom of the deck. So, you know, this might have caused a lot of anxieties and a lot of pain, but it also allowed for you to go deeper within yourself. You have scuba diver here at the top of the deck. I'll just show you the card. You know, doing that deep diving within self, figuring out who you are, what makes you tick. Yeah. Learning how to unload a little bit because we do have baggage in the middle of the deck. So you had to release, right? There were these situations that were causing you to feel weighed down, causing nothing but conflict within yourself, within your mind, within your spirit. And, you know, this was a part of your journey to move into this next phase of your life. Some of you might physically have moved or are in the process of moving or planning on a move. Again, take it as it resonates because everybody's going to have different situations. So just take it as it resonates. But that's one message that I just kind of received. We got what we got. All right, let's see. Okay, so we got 4 cards that came out together. I'm gonna take them. I feel like they have some significance here. So we do have olive branch here. So I think that it's basically saying that you guys had to learn how to surrender something that no longer, again, we saw this energy of releasing something, right? Something that made you feel kind of held down. You learned how to surrender control and say, you know what, I'm not going to keep trying to control the narrative all the time. There's something I cannot make or force to happen. I can't force this puzzle piece to fit into this place that it doesn't fit. Whatever that is for you, you know, whether it's a job that you no longer want to be at, or it was a romantic partnership, whatever, a place that you live that you don't like. You know, I could keep going. This is going to be different for everybody. But knowing when you have to kind of say, okay, enough's enough, right? And say, okay, this is, you know, I'm at my wit's end with this. I'm tired of feeling the stress. I'm tired of being all in my head about it. If it's not making me feel positive, then it's not for me. So we have spring here. It says new moon. We just had a new moon. I believe it was last week. Yeah, it was last week. The maiden. And then it says also within 1 to 3 months. So this card represents time frames and all kind of different things. But being that we are currently in spring, right? maybe it's kind of like, I just heard spring cleaning. Like it's like you're cleaning up, right? You're cleaning up your space. You're cleaning up your energy. Um, you're unloading. You're unpacking. Because now this is a time to kind of release those old things to welcome in the new. It could also be something happening within the next 1 to 3 weeks. I mean, months rather. Um, Something might have happened very close to the new moon cycle, or there might be something happening in the next moon cycle. Take it as it resonates. Pay attention to the things that you start to notice and see around those different time frames. Um, Along with that came out grapes, which is all about abundance and like the fruit of your labor, putting in all that hard work. Now, that definitely kind of bounces off very nicely from that mother lode card where we were talking about prosperity and good fortune and success. So there's something that you guys have been working on or about to work on, something you're about to, embark upon, that is definitely going to bear fruit, right? This is looking really good. I'm liking this reading a lot. um, and with that also came out eyeglasses, which is about really paying attention to things and really studying things. I remember we saw earlier in the reading the library card, which was at the bottom of the deck before we started pulling cards. So it's kind of giving me that energy again. It's like really paying attention to the fine print, paying attention to details. So I think you guys have been analyzing. I don't know why I was gonna say it all weird like that. Analyzing things, and looking at things from a deeper and more clear perspective. Um, Paying attention to the fine print, so to speak, as you kind of just like review your circumstances where you are in your life at this time. You're like, okay, well, these are the things I want. How am I going to get there? Hey, Monica, how you doing, love? So yeah, so I'm getting that. So yeah, really just kind of paying attention, right? Looking at things in review and saying, okay, and what they say, everything in hindsight is 2020. So it's like, when you look back on things, you see things more clearly, right? And it allows you to be able to, learn from mistakes and, adapt and so on and so forth. Which also allows for you to bring yourself into better circumstances and situations, because now you have a better sense of understanding and a certain type of control. I don't want to say like full control, because like I don't think any of us have technically full control of anything, but there's free will, yeah, but there's still other elements that play a factor sometimes. So there's that. But you don't have to agree with that, but that's just kind of my opinion. Yeah, so I say this to say that you guys are trying to for the parts of your life where you can take control of. I feel like that's what you've been working on. You've been figuring out where you can take control and make things happen and manifest, so on and so forth. But the things that you can't control, you've allowed spirit to come in and help guide you along the way for that, because we did see a card about surrendering. Let's get maybe one or two more from here, and then we'll start pulling some tarot. Again, if this is resonating with anybody, hit that like button. Send comments within the chat so I know I'm connecting with you. Send reactions, so on and so forth. Whatever way you feel comfortable with supporting the channel or letting me know that I'm tapping into your energy. All right, so we have 3 cards that came out now. So we have happening now. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. Now, I said before, for somebody, this seems very, very specific, though. Somebody might be getting ready to move. I know with the lighting is a little bit hard to see, but in the background there is like a train. So some might be changing locations, because 5 is about change, and I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, okay, some of you might be changing locations. Or it could just be there's some major changes about to take place in your life in general. We also have summer, waxing quarter, the mother, and within the next 3 to 6 months. So we saw spring and now we see summer. So something can happen anywhere between literally right now and sometime in the summertime. take this as it resonates. I don't know. Somebody's trying to have babies, but maybe somebody's trying to have a baby and they might get pregnant. I don't know, because it does say the mother on there. I'm just saying. And we saw a lot of stuff about seeds and things like that. So I don't know if anybody is trying to get pregnant, but you might be, if you're trying to get pregnant, cool. It looks like something might happen. But if not, they might be saying, protect yourself. Be careful. That seems very specific, so that's not going to resonate with everybody. And we also have sword and scales, which is all about balance. This is all about karma. So those karmic scales are balancing. I feel like they're the stuff is balancing in your favor, right? um I'm getting that, after a lot of, misfortunes and disappointments and pain and learning, right? All the karmic lessons in the world. There's a reason why I was like, damn, I said it already. I'm like, damn, should I do a karmic lessons reading? Like what you're supposed to be learning at this time? Or should I do a general? I was like, I'll just go with general because I don't know what's going on with you guys at this time. But, things shift and change all the time. So I was like, let me just do this. And lo and behold, we're seeing karma kind of popping into the reading. So I'm definitely getting that there's like these karmic phases and cycles closing out, and the scales are balancing. Let's get one more. So this is looking good. I like it. I like it. I like it like that. I like it like that. My bad. Y'all know I'm random as hell. All right, so we have two cards that came out together. A lot of cards coming in twos and threes. Very interesting. Well, if you look at that, 2 plus 3 equals 5. Major changes. Just saying. Okay, so we have fairy tale. It says believe the impossible, daydreams, romantic ending, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns and rainbows, aspire, happily ever after, fanciful stories we tell. So I almost feel like you guys are the ones like narrating the story now. You know what I mean? Like there might have been all these, like I said it before, disappointments and just things not always going the way that you've been wanting or expecting them to. But I think because you've been working so much on yourself, it's like you're going to start seeing these shifts and changes start to happen, and it's going to be a lot more positive things coming towards you. Like you're about to start kind of reaping, the fruit of your labor and your dharma, after so many karmic lessons closing out. And we also have bodybuilder that came out with that card, which is all about your strength and your resilience and this power that you've been able to kind of take on within yourself. So it all comes together in this energy of you've learned the lessons, you're stronger because of it, and now you're able to take on new phases and journeys of your life. I like it. Yeah, we have castle, which is about pride and recognition. It's the same thing as the six of wands energy. So you're really winning here. You're winning. You're glowing up. Really, really love this. Yeah, remember I talked about free will earlier. We have convertible, which is all about free will. Um, and a lot of different possibilities and choices, right? So the thing is this, you have a lot more power and control than you sometimes think. Um, but again, when you try to control the narrative too much, there's got to be a balance there. You got to be able to know when to kind of step in and say, okay, I'm going to handle this for myself, and to also know when you're going to let spirit, ancestors, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, handle the rest. It's about being able to be discerning enough to know, what to kind of leave up to them and what to leave up to yourself. I hope this is making sense. In the middle of the deck, we have Constellation, which is all about networking and the people that you kind of start to come across, the people that are going to be a part of your journey, the people who are going to help support you. Some of these people might be people who are going to help put you in alignment with other great opportunities when it comes to the things that you're trying to work on. So keep that in mind, especially for those of you who are trying to work on like a business or anything like that. You know, pay attention to the people that you start meeting and coming across. What did my girl say? All right. I love you too, girly. Um, yeah. So hopefully, you know, what I just said makes sense. So with that said, let's move into the tarot portion of the reading. See, as we were just talking about choices, the lovers. I know it's hard to see because of the lighting. I apologize. And then this is a card, the Page of Swords. A lot of times we think of it as like the stalker card, I know. But I think in this case, it actually has more to do with being inspired and just kind of looking into new ideas. Remember that card about talking about the rabbit hole and being curious? It's kind of giving me that. It literally says curiosity on the top. So I'm getting more of that. You know, really just paying attention and really like seeing like, there are so many options out there for you when it comes to whatever it is that you're trying to work on. So now it's about narrowing it down. And I already said this, but I feel like for a lot of you, this has more to do with career and finance than anything. I feel like there's like this venture that a lot of you guys are trying to kind of embark on, and maybe there's a little bit of nervousness attached to it. But the thing is, they're letting you know, you've already received, or not, I wouldn't say received, but you've already been through and dealt with so many things. You've learned so many lessons. It's allowing you to open up doors of opportunity in the right directions now, in order to, you know, really be where you're supposed to be or where you're trying to be. So pay attention to that. Pay attention. Pay attention to the people that you're coming across. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll reach over and grab something. I have a feeling I think I want to pull from these cards after these, but we'll see. Just want to have them close by just in case. All right, so we are going to shuffle, 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 shuffle. Let's get a 5-card spread. Spirit, what else does the collective need to know at this time? Clearest and most accurate messages. Thank you. Yes, I like it. The Wheel of Fortune is here as the overall energy. That karmic wheel turning in a new direction. If it were in the reverse, I would be concerned. But no, they're letting you know. And ironically enough, the first card that was pulled from the other deck was all about prosperity, good fortune, all that. That's literally what this card represents. So that's what they're letting you know. They're like, okay, those endings, the major endings have already happened. Now, you know, you're embarking on a new phase, a new journey. So this is looking good. Tell us more. The incoming energy is the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Jackpots. That money about to look good, guys. I'm just saying. Shit. Well, if things go really nicely, I'm just saying, y'all need to make sure y'all hit a sister up and maybe, you know, let me get a loan. You know what I mean? Because money about to look good. Yeah, I mean, that's literally like financial independence and wealth, windfall of money. So we saw that type of energy more than once in the reading. And like I said, this is coming after a period of disappointments, but now it's like, you know, you're finding a sense of passion again in this venture, whatever this is. And we also got the Queen of Pentacles in the middle of the deck, which is all about abundance. She's also like a businesswoman. So, wow. Okay. I see y'all. Like I said, you know, maybe hook a sister up with a little loan or something. Tell us more. Thank you. All right, so behind the scenes, you know, I said this earlier, but I feel like for some of you, again, take it as it resonates. Some of you might have been having like a lot of like dreams, or just like a lot of new ideas coming through. And this is a major breakthrough, right? There's there's a lot of clarity, mental clarity, a lot of great ideas coming through. And now it's just about, okay, now what do you do with this information? Right? Some of you might be getting ready to take on like a leadership position of some sort down the line. Take it as it resonates with this King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. But it's all about being decisive. It's about knowing what you want, and going after it. And they're letting you know, hey, as long as you set your intentions high and you're very intentful. I don't think that's a actual word, but I think you guys know where I'm trying to go with this. If you're if you set your intentions and you know what it is that you really truly want, and you go after it, they're like, go after it with authority and confidence, because they're letting you know. And I said that I was seeing a lot of fire energy. Now I'm getting a lot of Leo energy too, because I saw Leo more than once in the reading as well. But we have the sun here on the top of the deck. It's like you guys, they just want you to be confident and remain optimistic about, whatever this is. Like if you've had like periods of time where you were doubtful or, not sure, they're like, listen, you got this. we're guiding you in the right direction. Stay curious, my friends. And actually, do your research and things like that. Look into things. Yeah, because they're like, they don't want you in this space anymore, right? This Five of Cups, some of those cups got knocked down and they're empty now, but they're like, you got these other cups behind you that are gonna provide you. I know it's hard to see it, sorry, but they've got those other cups, those are full, and they're like, there's opportunities still there that you might not be paying attention to. So just, be mindful of the fact that they want you to remain optimistic, and that there are going to be a lot of ideas flowing through you like crazy. Listen to those ideas, pay attention to those ideas, write these ideas down, do extra research when needed, so on and so forth. Tell us more. Yes. So for the advice, they're telling you to remain passionate. I got the Knight of Wands. Go after what you want. Kind of a confirmation of what I just said. They're like, be ambitious. Go after what it is you want. Seize these opportunities with a great sense of passion. I really am getting that some of y'all either are air signs or fire signs. Getting a lot of that. A lot of that. So, remember I was telling you before, make sure you set your intentions, right? We got the Queen of Swords here. She's very logical. She knows her shit. She's very smart, very discerning. So they're saying, be passionate about what it is that you want and go after it, but also be very, very discerning. Also make sure that you use your logic. So, yeah, take a leap of faith. The Fool is here. Go after these new opportunities with a sense of confidence. Yeah. Now, look, as I mentioned the Three of Wands earlier, and like what it represents and what it looks like in the depiction of the card. I mentioned this already. This energy of, you're leaving behind the things that no longer serve you, and you're going towards something new as you wait for your ships to sail in. So I said before, this like, for some of you, this was a long time coming. This was not something that happened overnight. This is like a lot of dedication, a lot of time that was put forth into making this happen, and seeing the fruit of your labor really coming together finally, right? This is her. Finally, it happened to me right in front of my face, and I just can't hide it. Yeah, it's like it took time, time and patience, diligence, but they're letting you know you got this because you're strong, right? That bodybuilder card, right? You're strong, you're resilient. Yeah. And tell us more. as I talked about resilience. Can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. Um, we got the Nine of Wands. They're like, yeah, you're tired, but you're also strong. Those cards are pretty much the same card. Um, they're letting you know like you're so much closer to success than you think. You know, you're really at the finish line. You know what I mean? To start embarking on this new phase and new journey of life. So just understand that, you know, even with, you know, all of the fears and anxieties like we saw and talked about earlier, Four of Wands is here, or sorry, Four of Swords. They're like, there are new opportunities coming in, right? um with this Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, so that's about good news in terms of earthly matters, aka money. So money's about to get better. They're like, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, don't be all in your head. Let that anxiety go and the fears go. um so this is looking good. This is looking good. um I changed my mind about what cards I want to use. I'm going to close out with these, and then some angel answers, and that'll be the end of the reading. Contemplating on if I want to do one more reading after this. I haven't decided yet. If you guys are enjoying this reading, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. If you guys want me to go live again after this, send some reactions so that I know that you guys will tune in, because I don't want to be talking to myself. um, because hit some reactions, some hearts or something. Comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're interested in that. Because what I was thinking about doing is a karmic release kind of reading, like the karmic lessons and stuff that you're learning or have learned, and the things that you're releasing, so on and so forth. If that makes any sense. All right. So we have Soulmate. That's an interesting card to come out. Considering that we did not really see love at all in this reading other than with one card. This relationship is a match made in heaven. All right. Reading that intuitively though, like I'm getting, perhaps they're saying that after this period of, you know, stuff that's taken place, they're saying maybe there is a soulmate connection coming towards you. Maybe, just maybe. I'm just trying to see what other cards are here that kind of tie in with that. It could also just be saying like this is a time to get more in tune with yourself. You know, be your own soulmate before you go wanting another person to be in your space. You know what I mean? Like, let somebody earn that shit. Gotta be good on your own first. So what else, Spirit? Let's get some last messages. Thank you. We have Awakening. We had this energy earlier. This is a different deck, but same energy. You are no longer letting people dictate and run your life for you. That's right. And what's the number on there? 5. We keep talking about that number 5. That number 5 is important. That's all about changes. Major changes. So we just got, I think, 4 cards that just came out. We have the Void. You are covering up the emptiness or pain through an addiction. So I will say this. For those of you who, you know, and when we talk, why am I talking like that? When we talk about addiction can come in many different forms. People think, oh, you know, an addict is somebody who does drugs and alcohol. Like, no. You could be addicted to literally anything. You could be addicted to working too much. You could be addicted to working out. You could be addicted to, literally anything. You could be addicted to watching, you know, something on, binge watching shit on Netflix. You could be addicted to video games. Like, you could be addicted to pretty much anything. The whole point is there might be something that you have a slightly unhealthy attachment to that you use to cover up how you've been feeling about something. Hopefully that makes sense. I know for a fact that I tend to overwork, and I've always been like this. Overthinking can be an addiction too. I tend to do both of those things. But yeah, sometimes I overwork as a way to not have to deal with. It's like anything. Let's put it like this: anything that's a form of escapism. There you go. A way to escape your true feelings about something or your circumstances, so you don't have to deal with them or think about them too much. That can be something that could be considered as filling the void or an addiction. We're not talking about a DSM diagnosis type shit. Now we're not going that deep. We're just talking about there might be something that you do in somewhat excess in order to kind of get by so that you're not feeling, you don't have to feel the way that you truly feel. Hopefully that makes sense. But we also have, I'm getting overthinking. And let me explain why I'm saying this. Because with the other three cards that came out with it, we have natural born leader. Now, I said something about leadership earlier, if you guys remember. Um, Between like the fire and especially Leo energy, the King of Wands energy we saw earlier. I mentioned this before. Natural born leader. You were born to lead others. It is a part of your life's path. So you guys are natural born leaders. But then we also have judgment. You are being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. You might need to forgive yourself. You might be too damn hard on yourself. You know, got the number 13 here, which is about death and rebirth. You know, it's giving me ego death kind of energy, right? This completely new version of yourself that's coming through. But this is scary. It's different, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this information. Where I'm supposed to go with this? Like, this is crazy to me. I'm confused. I'm confused. Call me confusion. Up, got some more fives here too. We also have entrepreneur, number 55. Just saying. Um, be on the lookout for exciting business opportunities to unfold. Now, we talked about opportunities starting to possibly start coming towards you, right? But see, the thing is this: you guys are too hard on yourselves. That's what I'm getting from this. That's the void. That's the addiction. It's overthinking for a lot of y'all. Beating yourselves up, not being confident, and this is one of those things they want you to work on changing, because again, you guys are not giving yourself enough credit where it's due. You naturally are meant to do this. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Hey, Queen, what's up, love? So, you guys, I said this before, but I was picking up on mostly a career and finance kind of reading. So, if you're thinking about starting a business or something, some type of different venture, they're like, you need to start having more faith in yourself, more confidence. If you don't have fire in your chart, act like you do. Act like you got some fire in your chart, because it's definitely like showing that you guys, they want you to work on that. They want you to work on the sense of confidence, and when it comes to what it is that you're meant to be doing right now, like there's a bigger picture here that you might not be able to fully see, but you can feel it, and they're showing you all the signs and synchronicities. They're trying to give you a sense of clarity, right? They're trying to give you a sense of clarity here. So they're just letting you know, hey, as long as this stuff lines up with your core values, right? We got follow your heart and make your values a priority. As long as whatever you're doing is lining up with your values and it's in alignment with this new sense of perception. Perception is here. You are getting ready to have a shift in perception that will change everything. When you start to change these elements in your life, right? The way you look at things and view things, making sure things are in alignment with how you truly want to operate, how you feel you are at this time in your life. That means like setting your intentions higher. It means making sure that, everything that you're doing is very intentional, right? So making sure that you're not, you know, hanging out with the wrong people who bring you down, right? They ain't doing shit with their lives, knuckleheads from the past who, damn well they ain't going they like you trying to do all these great things and they just still doing the same shit. They barely got a pot to piss in. And it's not judgment. It's just knowing that we're in different times in our lives, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So it's like, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, you got to make sure that there's this, there's a sense of cohesion, right? Um, whatever your intentions are, your actions need to line up with that. Is kind of what I'm getting. The things around you need to line up with that. So I'm gonna use myself as an example. I need to do better with like my holistic approaches of how I take care of my body. I need to rely more heavily on, like meditation and working out and better eating habits and things like that, so I can be wholly um, fucking, you know, just more in alignment. Because right now I'm not doing the best with that. I've been struggling with that. I'm not gonna lie. And I go back and forth. Like I'll do good for a little while, and then I go back to my old ways. So I need to be in alignment with that, right? I'm not sure, what part is like out of balance, but something's wrong, and I got to work on it. And shifting my perception is probably one of the things that are going to help guide me to let me know what's not in alignment with my core values and what I need to be doing at this time. Just using that as an example. Yeah, because again, surrendering control, right? Surrendering. Release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. All right, let's get one more from this deck, and then we'll close out with some angel answers, and that'll be it. Like I said, I might go live after this again. You guys let me know if you want me to, because like I said, it will be about karmic releasing and the lessons that you're learning at this time, and so on and so forth. So we have restlessness here. Find a way to calm the waters of your mind. So the number is 23 on here. There's 3 people in here and 2 likes. So that's kind of funny because that number 5 just keeps on popping up, talking about change. But yeah, find a way to calm the waters of your mind. Remember we talked about overthinking before. Definitely some accuracy there, right? With that number popping up so much. We also have parting ways. It's time to move on from this person or situation. So, think of any situation or whatever in which that there's just something amiss about it. You know that it's not good for you. You know that, it causes you angst and anxieties and you're fed up with it. Time to walk away from those things if you haven't done so already. For some of you, you might have already done this part of the journey. But if you're still working on it, just take heed to that. We have education on the top of the deck. Education is an important part of your soul's development at this time. One of the first energies we picked up on in this reading was something about researching something. So, for some of you, on this part of your spiritual journey, perhaps you want to learn more just in general about spirituality, right? There's so many, like, it's infinite. There's no right or wrongs. It's not like there's one book to read or something where, or 2 books to read about this. Like, no. First off, you develop your spirituality on your own and by yourself. You could look into other things and try to incorporate it into what you want to kind of instill within yourself when it comes to your spirituality. But at the end of the day, it's up to you, right? So I feel like, maybe that's what they were talking about with this whole spark of curiosity, right? It's like, okay, well, now that I'm on this new journey, I don't know where to go. This is confusing. This is kind of weird. I don't know what's happening here. It's giving me that, you guys are just kind of trying to figure it all out, but don't overthink it, right? Enjoy the process, and trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust where you're being guided. Whatever you're meant to do at this time, it will all align with where you are right now and will align with your core values. Okay. And then we have universal bank in the middle of the deck. Everything you need to thrive is already here. Yeah, everything's already there. Everything's already there. So don't overthink it. Allow things to just kind of naturally happen on their own. That's the best thing you could do for yourself at this time, I feel. But this is looking really good, guys. I'm just saying. No need to worry. No need to worry. All right, so we'll get maybe 3 or 4 messages from here. We'll close out. Then I'm going to go to the bathroom, cleanse the space, and I'll start another reading. And like I said, that one will be about karmic releasing, and what lessons you have been needing to learn at this time in your journey, so on and so forth. Yeah, so let's get these last messages. Don't stop. I just heard Fleetwood Mac. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. I love that song. I love Fleetwood Mac first off. But yeah. Great song. Great song. See, these are times where I wish I could like listen to actual like people, like artists that I want to listen to on my channel, and I can't because then I get flagged. Bullshit. Told my son, Michael, when are you gonna make me my playlist? Because he's a musician, so I asked him to make me like a whatchamacallit, like a lo-fi jazzy kind of compilation of stuff that he's kind of made himself, so I could play it on the channel without getting flagged. But we'll see how that goes. So we have remain positive along with forgiveness. Now, with that forgiveness card, 5115, when I just looked up, that forgiveness card, I feel like that's them saying, look, it's time to like, if you've been beating yourself up and stuff like that, like, you don't need to do that anymore. Please stop. That's what they're saying. Stop beating yourself up all the time. Practice forgiveness and forgive others too. Anybody who's ever trespassed against you. Like, sometimes we hold grudges. And it's time to release that. But the biggest grudge of all is the one that you have against yourself for the things maybe you haven't done, or when you don't feel like you're good enough at something. They're letting you know it's time to let that go. Let it go. Let it go. I've been wanting to watch Frozen lately. Maybe I'll watch it with my students the next rainy day, so because we can't go to the playground on the rainy days, there's too much mud. We're not playing in the mud. So if it rains this week, I think I want to watch Frozen. All right, so we have perfect timing along with if you believe. Exactly. Yeah. Look at this energy, guys. This is so positive. Like, that's right. I was feeling real good today all day. It was just a good day at work. The kids were awesome. They were perfect little angels all day. No fighting, no getting bit, nothing. I'm just like, this is great. You guys are fucking little rock stars. And then Not Me Smart are going to be little knuckleheads and drive me nuts. All right. So, Queen, you got away with words, girl. You got away with words. All right, so we have no need to worry again. Along with within the next few weeks. So within the next few weeks, something might happen. Something really positive. Especially maybe with money matters. Like maybe if money's been a little bit funky, maybe something's going to happen in the next few weeks that is going to kind of help get you out of that bind. Or you might be taking action towards something new. So, take it all as it resonates, but you could be saying like new opportunities are about to kind of present themselves in order for you to, go after what it is you want. Ask your angels, so, meditation could be a good way to do that, or just prayer, paying attention to signs and synchronicities, so on and so forth. Have them help you in terms of being guided to where you're meant to go at this time. Because the thing is this, we have no here, but I think what they're saying is, because look at all the other cards, and we got that one card that says no, like that, it doesn't even fit, right? But I think what they're saying is, if something is going to deter you off of the path you're meant to go on, they'll let you know, like, nah, that ain't it, dog. Like, they're gonna be like, nope, don't go that way, you know what I mean? And no, exactly, in the middle of the deck, exclamation point. They're like, yeah, we're gonna communicate clearly with you for you to know what's up, and there will be a peaceful resolution. These are on the bottom of the deck here. So yeah, Yeah, there's going to be opportunities. And I'm getting windfall because look at how there's like, all this stuff kind of coming down. And remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So whatever, look, thank you, Spirit. As I talked about windfall, what's underneath that card, about that card. Now we have abundance here. So it's like, it's letting you know, like, this might take a little bit of time. We also have a year from now, right? So there might be opportunities kind of starting to show like at this moment, and then you'll start to really build that momentum within the year. It takes time to build, and expand like that. But this is looking good. I'm just saying. Like I'm excited for whatever's going on with you guys because I don't know what this is, but um yeah, this is I'm gonna claim this reading for myself because I know I've been kind of struggling when it comes to my entrepreneurial venture. We'll use the word venture. Um I don't have the most confidence in myself about it, and I beat myself up. But I'm working on that. I got to get in a better mind space and mindset because I was doing good, and now I've kind of like, you know, backtracked a bit. But that's besides the point. Not enough about me. This is about you guys. But anyway, I love you guys, and thank you for the support. Thank you for my girl clarity. As we're talking, I talked about I mentioned the word clarity so many times in this reading. I'm actually about to sign out of this reading, but I'm about to go live again probably in the next like 10 minutes or so because I'm going to do a reading about karmic releasing. um but yeah, this was a really really cool reading. Like I said, I think you guys are really doing the damn thing. Like whatever it is that you guys have been wanting to work on and work towards, like this is looking really really good for y'all. It really is. um so just keep your head up, stay positive. Like I said, I know it's hard, trust me. I have my moments because I just had a reading with my girl Clarity Empress a couple of weeks ago, and she was like, look, you have options here. You have options, but you gotta sometimes you have to know when to surrender and when to take control. Now this is a time for me to kind of find that happy balance. So a lot of you, I feel like, might be going through something very similar. So just remember, you know it's not a sprint, right? we get where we need to be when we're meant to be there. So the cards have spoken. They are letting you know this is your time to shine. It's just a matter of having faith in yourself and going towards what it is you want. Have a practical plan, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna shut up now. But like I said, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna use the bathroom because I have to pee. Happens every time. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna cleanse, and then I'll be back in about the next 10 minutes or so, if that. So until next time, I love you guys, and